Today, I'm going to tell you about free gifts. I have a list. Stay tuned for that. You are watching Thriving Thursday on the Healthy Lifestyle Show. And my name is Kay, and this station is Happy Trails Hiking. Happy that you're here with me today, and I am excited to get started. If you are new to the Healthy Lifestyle Show, I just wanted to let you know that for the last few weeks, we have been talking about wellness and well-being and how being happier and giving gifts and giving things can, well, enhance your wellness and well-being. So today, my list is all about free gifts. And I'm here to share my gifts with you by sharing my list with you. So I do want to get started. If you're new here, you can subscribe. I would love that. And we always love to have new followers here on Happy Trails Hiking. If you are in the chat, please make sure that you say hello so my moderators can say hello back to you. And if you are watching in the comments, please leave a comment. Let me know that you stopped by. I appreciate that so much. Love reading what you all have to say. So our list of free gifts, because I know that all of us want to share gifts at this gift giving time. And I know the lack of money that I have and the lack of money that many of us have. Let's rearrange just a little bit. Hope you all can still read that fairly well. I tried to make the print fairly big. So I'm going to run through my list of free gifts, and then I'm going to let you go for the day. But I hope that you all find some good things on this free gifts list, knowing that your well-being kind of is dependent upon your helping others and being kind to others. That's where this list comes from. So free gifts today. First off, smile. We've talked about this 10 million times. The difference you can make in someone else's life by smiling is huge. You know, especially this time of the year, when you go up to the grocery store aisle and finally get there, unload your cart, everything's gone down the thing on the conveyor belt, and the last person had, wanted $100 over and their debit card didn't work. So they had to switch debit cards and blah, blah, blah. And it's the busiest time. And the clerk or the cashier is just done. The nicest, well, not the nicest, but the easiest thing you can do for them is to smile. Just smile at them. That they aren't asking anything. They're already getting paid to be there, but they're not getting paid for the stress that everyone else is implying upon them. Or applying to them. So smile. Your waitresses, your waiters, the hostess who is telling people, yes, you'll get a table, but we have an hour and a half wait. The bus drivers that are dealing with people who don't normally ride buses in town. They're going to events and things like that. Make sure that you smile. And it's going to tick some people off too, just to let you know. All right, next up, smile. Then, a gift that you can give to someone else. Let's get into this. Play a game that they like. So, something that doesn't cost you anything but time, which is something that you want to give anyway, is to play a game that they like. Maybe you have a 3-year-old niece that loves to play peekaboo, but you find it the most annoying thing in the world. I don't know who would, but anyway, play a game with them. Take some time and spend some time with them playing a game they like. My one of my least favorite games is Monopoly because I lose. And so once a year, I will play Monopoly with Matt until he bought me the National Park Monopoly game. And now we'll play it more often than that. But once a year, we'll play Monopoly because he likes to play Monopoly. It's a thing that he remembers from his childhood. It's very nostalgic for him. And so he likes to play. So spend time actually putting down your phone and playing a game. Or if they like video games, spend time with them. Don't play a game that's on the, that's connected to other people. Spend time with just them. So play a game they like. It's a free thing that you can do. All right. Call someone on the phone. I do spend a lot of my day, week, month, year, texting people. And I saw a Facebook story from an acquaintance of mine that said that they were hoping, or one of their goals for 2020 was to actually reconnect verbally with people, with friends, and stay in touch with people. So calling people on the phone is a gift that you can give. Do you know how different it is to hear someone's voice that you haven't heard in months? Call them on the phone. I said earlier, I spent a lot of my time just texting people, and you get lots of emojis and lots of acronyms, LOL, BRB, lots of things that aren't really sentences and only mean something to half of the world's population, if that. So calling and actually talking to someone is a gift that you can give to them because they want to hear from you, and it'll be a gift for you too. All right. Watch their favorite movie with them. So there's a joke in our family that says, if it doesn't have explosions, we're not watching it because Matt's not interested. But some of my favorite movies don't have explosions in them. And so one of the gifts that Matt will give to me every once in a while is to sit down on the couch and watch one of the movies that I like. And he'll even quote a line or two here and there if he's into it. So, but that is something that, sometimes people just like movies that other people just don't like, but let them pick a movie for once. It is a gift you can give. All right, next. Volunteer. This one's huge. This one, I was going to do volunteer for this, volunteer for that, volunteer for this, and then I would have had a really long list. So here are my really long list of things that you can volunteer to do. So volunteering at an animal shelter. This time of year, animal shelters are swamped with people who are looking for animals, pets. It's winter here in America, and there are a lot of people who are like, oh, we're going to be at home and inside, and we have time to take care of an animal now. And my kids have been asking for a puppy or kitty or a hamster or guinea pig or whatever for months, and now is the right time to do this. So the people who work at the animal shelters need to spend their time with the people who are coming in to purchase those animals. And you coming in and volunteering and saying, hey, can I clean cages for you? Can I walk dogs for you? Can I whatever? They will appreciate that. So that would be a volunteer thing to do. Other things that I can think of to volunteer at, soup kitchens. feeding the less fortunate than you. That would be a gift of your time that you could give. Volunteering at hospitals, nursing homes, and daycares is harder because of background checks and lots of other things that you have to go through when dealing with people. So, like, instead of just service. So yeah, those are more sensitive and harder areas to get into. But volunteering is a really good thing to do. Maybe if you all can think of other places to volunteer, you could stick them in the chat or put them down in the comments, and that would be helpful to other people who are looking to give gifts of their time this holiday season. Read a book with someone. So along with, after I thought of volunteering, I thought of reading a book. So little children are not the only ones that want to have a book read to them. People who have lost their vision or are not as, good at reading or other things would love to have books read to them, and people spend time with them and things like that. So reading a book with someone, even if it's an aunt or an uncle or a grandmother or grandfather or an adopted grandfather, because my grandparents aren't still living. And so it would be it's a wonderful gesture to share your gift of reading with someone else. They will appreciate it. And it's a gift that you can offer. Other things that people are adding into our chat, a senior center. Yes, volunteering at a senior center would be wonderful. It would be wonderful. Sometimes background checks are in order for those, but oftentimes you can get together a group and do Christmas carols or even reading. Doing a reader's theater is good for things like that. They like to have things, presentations such as that. So there we go. Colorado Martini says, in the old days, when someone was sick, you sat at their bedside and read to them. Yes, and I think that we are getting away from some of those things. And I don't want to just say that the reason you read to someone is because they're sick. Maybe it's a story that they like and they want you to, do the voices with them or whatever. You be a character, I be a character, whatever. I used to do this with fairy tales with my school kids. We would readers theater. We would pick a fairy tale, and my favorite one was the gingerbread man. What is that? Yeah, running around as fast as you can. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread man. And so they have lots of characters in that. And so it was always good for a big group of kids to read and be the characters. So not only reading a book to someone, but reading a book with someone. Little kids especially love this, but don't discount the older kids and even adults. It might be something fun to do and offer that gift of reading to other people. Thank you for those who are joining me in the chat today. And if you're joining me in the comments and for the replay, please let me know what you think of my list here. All right. Create a playlist for them. Okay, so in the old days, if you wanted to give somebody a gift, you would sit and a gift of music. You'd sit with a blank tape, and you'd wait for the song that you wanted to have on there come onto the radio, and you'd hit play or record. And then it would record the song from the radio onto the tape. And then you'd wait for another song, or you'd call the radio station and request that song. And then it would come up and they'd say, okay, 15 minutes. So you'd wait 15 minutes or whatever. And then you'd hit record again and you would make them a mixtape, right? So Gone are those days, right? I'm showing my age a little bit, I guess. But so that's yeah, sorry. Gone are those days. But creating a playlist, either of music that reminds you of that person or things that you've done to get, everybody has their song or songs that remind you of other people. You could do a playlist like that. Or since we are on YouTube right now, you could create them a video playlist and go, you know what? I saw these videos, these travel videos, and I heard that you really wanted to go to blank place. I don't know, Chicago. Here's a whole bunch of videos on Chicago, and I think you'd enjoy them. Or, hey, Matt and Kay from Happy Trails Hiking made these wonderful, see, I'm promoting myself, sorry, made these videos on Yellowstone, and they have a whole playlist of things that you can do when you go to Yellowstone. So, you could just take and create a playlist for Rachel Russin or Desmond Donders or Our Haunted Travels or whatever. So yeah, those are things that you can do for free that would help be a gift for someone else. And you don't have to sing anything and you don't have to make anything. Yes, it takes you a little bit of time, but it doesn't cost anything, and it is something that's thoughtful for them. So there's that. It also is thoughtful for your YouTube and content creators that are trying to get their videos seen, so sharing them would be cool. Beside the point, keep on going. Share your favorite recipes. So not all right, every day on Facebook, Twitter, not so much on Instagram, but on Facebook and Twitter, I see people going, here's a recipe, sharing so I can save it for later. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about, excuse me, I'm talking about making a recipe card. So take an index card and you can print them out if you want to, but say, Mom's Christmas rolls or Mom's cinnamon rolls. And then you give the recipe for that. Pardon me, goodness gracious. All right. Anyway, excuse me. So, or Aunt Edna's green bean casserole. And then you write out the recipe for that. And you create a recipe pack of your favorite recipes to give. You don't have to make anything for them. You don't have to make the food, but giving the recipe cards is a really fun way to share your favorite things, even if you can't make them. So do you have somebody who cooks well in your life, but you don't cook well? Find recipes that are your family recipes and go, these are my favorite ones and I would love to make these with you sometime. Here. And then you can supervise and taste test. All right. So that was an idea that I had. Free gifts, right? Oh, this was one of my favorites. Make a memory keeper. Make a memory keeper. So what is a memory keeper? It's kind of like a time capsule. Find a box or a bin or something. Even I have them everywhere, but just a memory card for that matter. But find something to keep the memories in. And so as you go through your year, you go to a place and you get a rock or a Petoskey stone. And I don't know if you can see those or not, but you save them throughout the year and you put them in this box. This is great for kids. And then when you get done with your year, you have all of these things in a box and you go back through and you talk about what these are and things like that. And then your kids or your family for that matter, has the memories from that year. You could also do it for a vacation or for pictures or things like that. So that is that's a really cool thing. So it's like a time capsule of your year or of your life. And then, we add things to it. And then 5 years from now, we open it up on Christmas and you have this gift that you gave yourself a few years ago. So that was really cool. All right. So just to go back through my list, because that was number 10, and I do have a bonus, so stay in with me here, folks. So your top 10, smile. It's the easiest one. Free gifts you can give to play a game with someone, one that they like. Call someone on the phone. Watch their favorite movie with them. Not one with explosions. Just kidding. Volunteer. Lots of different ways to do that. And if you have more ways, please go ahead and put those in the comments or in the chat. Read a book with someone. Create a playlist for them, either videos or music, just like we used to do those old mixtapes. Share your favorite recipes. And last but not least, make a memory keeper. So now for our bonus tip. Bonus tip. Oh, here's a really good one to share with your kids. So your kids love and hate responsibility. Don't we all? We want to have more responsibility because we want to, be able to do stuff. But the best gift you can give is to offer them freedom from responsibility. So create a coupon book, right? We've all seen these. Good for whatever. And then create a coupon book that says good for 1 free bed making. Good for 1 load of laundry folded. Take away their chores. You take them back, but they have coupons and they have to hand them in. But you've now given them a gift. If your kids wanted to give gifts to each other, like I think of this for Marty's Career Family Adventures, they have 4 children, and that could be a good gift for their children to give each other. Hey, I don't have any money, but the thing I'm going to give you is to do a chore for you. And that would give them the gift of relaxation or freedom from responsibility. So that's my big list. One tip that I saw from down the rabbit hole. Marty over there is a mom of 2 kids, and she's also a teacher. And she created a game for her kids, and that was really cool. She did one of those escape room boxes things. So she she put some of their toys in a locked box, and then they had to find all the clues to get their toys out of the box. It was a good thing for a snow day, and it was a gift that she gave them to play this game. So that was what I was like, oh, wow. And of course, she got to spend time with them too, and they had a good time working through those puzzles together. So anyway, thank you all for joining me today. It has been a true pleasure being here with you for Thriving Thursday. Hopefully that you have gotten a few good ideas about free gifts on this show today that you'll want to share with some other people. Tomorrow for Foodie Friday, I have a special show. It's I have an in-studio guest, and it will be a premiere. and I will be with Lisa, who is a Scout and Seller independent consultant, and she's going to be in here in studio with me. So please check that out at 10 a.m. Central tomorrow. It'll be a little bit longer than our normal shows, but I'm really excited to have you all meet my friend Lisa. And now your homework. If you all will, one, share this video with someone else who you think would enjoy the content here and could use these tips. That would be amazing and a gift to me, and I appreciate it. Two, come back and make a comment below that after the video has rendered, that allows YouTube to know that I am creating content that you all like, and it will give you a chance to make your comments on your tips for free gifts that you all can, or that people could give. And three, go out and live the life you love today. And remember, you are not replaceable. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you.